been a while, hasn't it? A while enough. Hey guys, welcome back to LEGO DC Supervillains Custom Builds. It's finally time to do the Marvel wonder that is Spider-Man! Or should we say, the terrifying, the deadly, the amazing Spider-Man! My name's the Human Spider. I don't care, get out there, you moron! Remember that 2002 movie? That was awesome. Are we being punked, some would say? If you've seen one of these cameos, you'll know which one that's from. But yes, guys, today we're making Spider-Man. As requested. Welcome, Noah. Without further ado, we're going to go inside that awesome customizer and make the webhead himself. I believe, now correct me if I'm wrong, this was Stan Lee's last voice recording of 2018, but I could be wrong. Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of people say the Tobey Maguire series is bad, but you have to think of the good elements. We had the best J. Jonah Jameson, one of the awesome Green Goblins. Yes, I know Spider-Man, Peter Parker wasn't the best casting choice, but when it came down to him and being a Peter Parker, the loser, he got that right down on the money. We had a great Aunt May, we had a great Uncle Ben, we had a good Robbie Robertson, so there was a few good cast members, if you exclude Mary Jane in that. So there is some good in there. And there was Dr. Octopus, who I think was the best villain. Welcome, Venom. We're doing Spidey. I don't know if I had a slot for him yet. Oh, I did. Awesome. So let's start things off. Now first I want to get rid of the hair because Spider-Man... Let's just think this through. I think I'll make him as Peter Parker first, so let's look for a hair. I will make him like... Now what can I do with this? Because, you know, Spider-Man has been played by, what? Andrew Garfield. I'm trying to go with like a... But I'm just going to go with the quintessential Peter Parker that I think of. I'm giving Peter Parker this hairstyle, the spiked up hair, to make him look like the modern day kid. You know, that's what I'm going to go with. If that's what I think of Peter Parker. If you've seen the comic books, he has like, they like to do the hair like that. Oh, all the ones you suggested a while back. I'll do whatever suggested. And don't bother putting them down again, Venom. I'll probably look up I'll probably ask what video they're in when the time comes and I'll do them. And then when I've done all those, I'll just see what more. But don't ask for Santa Claus because I'm trying to save Santa for like the 25th because that's the day he comes down the chimney. No, it's Christmas Eve is when he comes down the chimney. And Christmas, so yeah, but whatever. So I know that he comes on Christmas Eve, but I want to do Mrs. Claus on Christmas Eve and save Santa, the big man himself, for the big day. So that's how it's going to work. Even though he comes on Christmas Eve, but we don't see him on Christmas Eve. Well, hopefully we don't, but you get my idea. Anyway, let's carry on with Spidey. Going on with heads, let's just go with a nice generic young head. So if I can find it. You want custom head number 16. And we're gonna paint the head white. And of course go to his eyebrow color, being the second darkest brown. Moving on now to the actual... what we're gonna go with the arms. We're gonna go with some short sleeves. I'll give him a red shirt with no sleeves, with like no lower part, and the hands. So it's like the Lego games. There you go, the human hands. Going to body pieces, go to preset bodies. Or we could just go to get a basic shirt. There we go. And now we just need to paint that skin and of course the shirt red. And we can just get rid of that attachment piece real quick. I guess we could give him a backpack because he's like a cottage. There we go. Right. Because Spidey's always that character who's always busy. I'm gonna give him a blue backpack just to go on with the color scheme. Okay, blue there. And like that maybe? I think I'll give him a dark blue backpack. Trying to get creative about this. Or maybe... There we go, just throw two random colours together, which are dark grey and like this sand colour, a bit darker though. As a backpack where he keeps his Spidey suit. Or you could say he's going to school. Going on to the hips real quick. We're going to just give a Captain Boomerang, as I do. And of course we want the jeans on. And of course we know what's next, Music Meister's legs. Perfecto! I will put hit impacts on because he still has the strength of a spider. Slam effect on. I need to get rid of those tennis rackets too. Oop, too far back. Go to color. White's okay. Going on to weapons real quick. Spidey don't need no weapon. And now we can move along to the other things. Soon I will get Legacy, make some characters like you do. Oh great, man! I'm glad I inspire you to make videos. Yeah, I know about that. I've seen it. I saw it back in 2004. Hey, look, if you want me to make those characters, I can. If you want me to. But yeah. Moving on now to the next. We're gonna start with Peter Parker's skill set. He's gonna have he's gonna have fighting, of course, but first I want to actually get something out of the way with. We're gonna go all red for his icon. Make sure it's standard health, because Spidey can still die. Voice 2 for Spidey. I'm gonna go, since there's no like webs or anything, or at least I don't think, no, go for the stars. Basic running speed, and of course animation is cool for Spidey. And of course we can move on to now his buttons. Hold square because you need to skip square tapping, because that's just basically fighting if you don't put anything on. But yeah, for hold square, probably a lunge for this character. Maybe the other one. Yeah, that's about right. Leaping into action. Tap circle, maybe be his web shooters. Either you're gonna go with the web shooters or the detective mode, and I would rather have the web shooters because we can still have X-ray vision for. Nah, it's up to you though. Another option is you get rid of the fighting and have the detective mode, but if we can have X-ray vision, so as spider sense. So if you really want, it's up to you. If you want to have, you know, the detective mode, you would have to say no to fighting, physical fighting anyway. That's what I'm saying. But I don't want that, I just want my web shooters, so I will have those. So put web shooters on. And of course, we will have to pick the web shooters. So, looking around. What looks like the web? That looks about like a web. And of course we should leave it white to make it look like a web anyway. Targeting on, and of course it will be not a nice bolt, sonar bolt there. I guess if anything, an explosive bolt even. So that's something. Moving on to hold circle. A video game designer, that sounds cool. Yeah, I've heard about that part. Hold circle, I'm gonna probably... what will we go for? If I did a beam, that would be like... Trying to look at these. That's like webbing, isn't it? I can see some webbing out of that. I'll make it like an ice beam so he's like sticking the enemy. And if it's white, there you go. Because you can't make the enemy stuck unless he's frozen, so knowing that, if I can find it, beam origin, not beam origin, beam style, beam type, make it an ice bolts, because you can't really stick enemies, but you can freeze them. And freezing is like solid stickiness, if you know what I mean. Double jump, of course, for PD, because he has he's got the acrobatics, and that's jump. You want jump for number 3 for it. No hyper jump needed. Go to your skill set, and you don't want the gravel gun because he's essentially a web shooter. Technology, acrobat, no telekinesis. Wall climbing is a definite. I will put break to weak walls, but he's not Hulk level strong. Beam deflect, no. This is what I was talking about, the spider sense. Since you can't fit it in, you need to use X-ray vision. Not that. There you go. Okay, nice to hear. But yeah, moving on now. I guess you could do graffiti, even though it's not his thing, but you know, he's got like a web shooter if you want to really have some coolness to him. Tracking is like another sort of spider sense power. I'll make that red. Illumination, and finally stealth. And that's all of, not just Peter's moveset, but also, well, Spider-Man's moveset. And I've done personality, so basic information, hero, affiliation. He's got really no one on his side. He's like the underdog. So we're going to call his name now Peter. And Peter Parker is something in common with me, that he has the same middle name as I do. There we go. And I'll save the character. Now, you're not allowed to have like web shooters in this game, sadly enough. So you can't have him web swinging. That's the only down part of this game. You can't have flying. So you have to have like a double jump instead, but you know. Other than that, though, he's got all the essential spider powers. There it is, the beam. There's his webs together. That's the targeted lunge, if I can do it right. Need something to smash. Web shooters. And of course the fighting. Double jump, awesome. Right, I should also have put the hyper jump on, but I'll just do that in the I'll just do that with Spider-Man. Right, we're going inside now to make Spidey. Essentially you could have Peter looking any way you want, to be honest. There isn't really no right or wrong way of how you can do Peter. But yeah, we're going inside now to make Spidey himself. First of all, going to the hair, we're going to rip him off that. Now we're going to go to the attachments and get rid of his backpack. Aha! And of course we're going to change his head now, so that means going to preset heads. Now I'm pretty sure there aren't any heads with webbing on them. So probably you might want to look for Red Hood's head. Because that's got webbing on it though. It's got like lines on it. That's the closest thing to a spider mask you're going to get, so Red Hood's the head you want. Then you want... And it's also got the black around the eyes, so you've got that going for him. Going on to the actual rest of the costume now, for the arms, of course. They're essentially 50-50, so a bit of red, a bit of blue. I believe the upper area is red and the lower area is blue, but actually I want to make that upper area blue and the lower area red because he has gloves on. Like so. And then the arms, of course, will also be red. No, I didn't know about him. And then, of course, the torso piece. Let's just try to make a custom torso piece. We want muscles number 1, because he's not the strongest guy. And then muscles will stick out. We use dark red. And then we'll go to logos and look for a logo. You want like a bug or a spider, but there isn't really a spider. I guess that's the closest thing to a spider you're going to get. It's got like a head and a bunch of bones that could look like legs. Change it to a full black and no one will really notice, so... But I will go for the preset bodies, but again I really don't think there's going to be one that has like a black spider on it. Because if you have one of these bodies, then you're not able to, you know, put on your logo. Moving on to the actual hip area, which will be red for his hip joint. Then the legs will be blue and red. Blue and red. Oh, my spider logo's gone. Alright, I'll just put it back. And of course make it dark again. There you go. Perfect. And there is our Spider-Man. When I will before I save, I want to go to name and change it to Spider-Man. S-P-I-D-E-R-M-A-N. IDER and a line MAN. Spider-Man. Save character. And I think I did a decent job for Spider-Man, even though I'm not allowed to make web zipping or web swinging. He still looks like Spidey. But yeah, guys, I think I did a decent job. He's got the jumping ability, as you expect. Leap into action, the fighting, the webs, and of course, if I can do it right, it worked a while ago. Do it, yeah, whatever. But you know, he's got the, if you hold it right, you get the beam. But fortunately, he doesn't want a beam on me right now. There's the slam effect. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and remember, there is an upcoming Q&A for those of you who didn't know. So go to my upcoming Q&A video and put in your questions for that video. You can ask me anything on that video. You're up to 6 questions. So go to the upcoming Q&A video on my channel to ask your questions. And we'll see you guys when we come down to the next one. But yeah, it's not that hard to find. Go to my channel, look for the purple thumbnail, and you'll find it on there of the upcoming Q&A, so you can ask your questions. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. And what will I be making next time? Well, it's all up for you to decide, isn't it? Unless if there's nothing, I always check the list. But I think I've got a lot of requests from Venom right now. So, but try not to make sure that he steals the glory. Make sure you get some requests in there too. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.